Hello, my Capricorns, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Now, I am reading for April 20th through the 26th. I've done an overview, time to celebrate, or let's celebrate, something about celebration. Always, it's always interesting. Sometimes we feel like there's so much of the world on our shoulders, and then we get these beautiful cards. So please take a look at them and let me know what you think. Remember, these are general readings, may or may not resonate. So take what you like, leave the rest. We are in Taurus season right now. Lot of things. We're in unknown territory, but it does, like I said, time to celebrate. The cards were very, very beautiful. So let's keep our vibrations shining. All right. So I was doing this, and this one flipped. Let's see what this is now. Michael? Okay, Archangel Michael. What does this say? The angelic realm to you, your town, planet Earth. I don't know that I've ever priority, handle probably with care. So let's see what this says. You will manifest what you need, Capricorns. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Jesus. I express gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So this is trust. Trust. It's all about trusting your angels, trusting the heavenly realms. Like it says, the angelic realm. Trust. You will manifest what you need. I can handle that. I like that one. All right, so let's go on. One of the things that I will say, especially like in the shower, because water, Capricorn, I know you're an earth energy, but make sure with your water, there's a lot of things about manifesting with water and talking. I do a lot of that in the shower. And okay, we got 3 cards that have kind of fallen out, so maybe I'm not supposed to talk to you about these things. But hold on. One of the things that I will say, besides doing Reiki or doing just any kind of prayer and things like that, I'll say, what is it? Money, money, come to me. I just want to live debt free. Okay, so maybe that's something to think about. All right, let's see. These cards have fallen out. They have a lot of strength to them. If they're reversed, which I think these two are, they're a little bit stronger. First card is the Knight of Fire. So the Knight's energy, underlying energy, is fire, and this is fire, fire. The Knight, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, we just passed through Aries. Leo, Mars is now in Leo, okay? So passionate, burning, very, very determined energy. I really do like the Knight of Fire. The Knight of Fire just goes after what he or she wants. And when they're focused, when they know which direction they're focused on, they just go after what they want. But they do it with a lot of their intuition, okay? So we have the passion of the red. We have the royalty of the blue. There's a lot of different, little things that we could talk about this. It's light down there, but the moon is still shining with the stars. So there's a lot of different energies. But the Knight of Fire just instinctively knows what needs to be done. Passionate, confident, charismatic, restless. Events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Stay focused. A passionate relationship. Okay. Here we go. Next card. And this should be reversed too. Yay! I did it right. The Two of Earth. 2 is choices, decisions, crossroads, but it's also partnering. Earth is your energy. It's also Virgo and Taurus. Now, Taurus is the one that we're in Taurus season, but Taurus has other things going on. We have an infinity sign. We have time is of the essence, money, time versus money, money versus time, all these things, trying to create a balance. Juggling. Also, you're on a tightrope, so it's kind of like you just feel like everything's going to come down for you. However, remember what Michael says, you can manifest, you will manifest everything that you need. So we have a Z for Zedkiel, we have a 14, which would also connect with the major arcana, the Temperance card, which is all about some compromises. Working too hard or multiple jobs. The need to bring balance and fun into your life. juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. And, I come to my age and I can realize there were many things that I put priority into, and they seemed like they had priority. And then I realized I missed out on other things because I was focused on this, okay? It didn't mean that I was wrong, but also, we only go through this life one time. Now, there could be reincarnation, a lot of evidence for that, but this is the only life that Debbie is going to be going through. So these are the lessons I need to learn, or that you're going through, and these are the lessons for you to learn. So it's kind of like, finding that balance and kind of enjoying life a little bit more. Maybe not chasing after the dollar as much as it is, kind of making time for the things that are important. Not sure. Just, maybe. Next card is the 9 of Air. Now this has a lot of anxiety and worry and depression. Remember, if you live in the past, you will be prone to depression, okay? Because you'll be like, oh, I should have done this, should have, would have, could have. No, you got to leave a lot of that behind because it's done. You can't make a difference, okay? You can't change it, okay? Now, living too much in the future brings you a lot of anxiety. This is where you have to, it's like, I'm already living 12 days in advance. What if, okay, if they do this, what am I going to do? It's making all these timelines. You can't do that. That will make you crazy. It will make you so stressed out that you're not able to enjoy your moments. And now, so we have that 9. 9 is something is wrapping up for you. So stop being so harsh and hard on yourself and maybe on other people, not quite sure, but stop, things are wrapping up. We have that air energy, which is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And, a lot of things going on with all of those right now, too. Thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans. It's also about hearing news, okay? We are connected to Michael, the warrior angel, the defender angel, connected to the major arcana, the ego card, the devil card. It's all about fear. It's putting your fear aside. You need to leave your fear, fear is one of the tools the devil uses to keep you from your blessings, okay? So here he is, I don't know, is he into, is he depressed? Is he anxious? He just can't sleep. He's not able to do what he wants. He's not able to rest his body. He's not able to rest his mind. And what this card is basically saying, this is all baloney. If you can't do anything about it, stop, okay? This talks about unfounded fear, expecting the worst, and this creates a self-fulfilling prophecy because Capricorns, again, what did it say? You will manifest what you need. Now, if you need to be right, and I have a couple of Capricorns in my life, and yes, they need to be right. And if they're all doom and gloom and you need to be right, you know what? You're going to manifest doom and gloom. So here, it's okay to be wrong and say, no, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be better today than it was yesterday. And I know it's going to be better tomorrow. All right. So it's kind of like, I love you more today than yesterday. And I love you even more tomorrow. So unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation, sleepless nights. Refocus your thoughts. You've got there's a lot of anxiety and stressors going on here. But the Knight is saying you know what needs to be done. You know deep in your heart, you know what needs to be done. And Michael is saying, hey, Capricorns, you will manifest what you need. Now remember, your thoughts become your words become your reality. So keep your words very, very elevated, okay? No, I can't. No, I can't. I can. Or no, it can't happen. It can. But also only think about it with the positive things. Remember? The positives. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. Express gratitude as if your plans are already come to pass. And hey, that's how a lot of, God, thank you. I know you're going to handle this. Okay. The 9 of Spring pops for us. This is the fairy cards. The 9 of Spring. 9 is, again, this wraps things up. Things are coming to an end. This is the end of a cycle. Spring is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is the one, in some of my other cards, I have the Dragon Tamer, and she stands firm. This is, let's take a, oh, I love the flowers. She is going forward. I love this, the green, the ladybugs. Protect the fruit of your labors. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. So when it's like, well, Deb, there, protect the fruits. Well, you can still say, the fruits of my labor are protected. My house is protected. My home is protected. My money is protected. Okay? You can still say, and you have to have trust. A lot of things, there's a lot of trust issue energy around this week. You know what? I can't tell you to trust in man. I can't tell you to trust me. I can't tell you to trust anyone, but I can tell you, trust God. Trust God, my Capricorns. I've gotten through many things in my life because of that trust. All right, so here we go. Let's see. And the thing is, you've got this, that you will manifest what you need. Just trust your angels. Trust your angels, okay? They're helping you. Just trust. All right, let's see what we have, what crystal or energy we have for Capricorns. Here we go. Oh, reversed. Breathe. Breathe, my Capricorns. Communication, imagination, independent, witty. Breathe. Trust your instincts. Trust your angels. Interesting stuff. There's nothing really hard being thrown at you. A lot of this kind of you're overthinking things too much. Just trust, and and manifest the positive stuff. Okay, if you keep saying it's not going to happen, oh, this is going to be, it's going to be disaster, that will happen. And then enjoy your life a little bit more. How's that? Okay, my Capricorns, do me a favor, please. Do all the stuff down here. Comment. Did any of this make sense? As always, my Capricorns, always remember, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Thanks for watching.